I can't focus after 60? Taste this flavor to boost memory by 30% in 14 days. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Or found yourself struggling to recall a name that's right on the tip of your tongue? Perhaps you're having trouble staying focused during a long conversation, or you're misplacing your keys more often than you used to. If these moments sound familiar, you are certainly not alone. For many of us navigating our 60s, 70s, and beyond, subtle shifts in memory and focus can become a real source of frustration. It's easy to dismiss these as senior moments and just accept them as an inevitable part of getting older. But here's the thing. While some cognitive changes are natural with age, a significant decline in your mental sharpness is not a foregone conclusion. Ignoring these signs or doing nothing can lead to a reduced quality of life, impacting your confidence, your independence, and your enjoyment of everyday activities. Imagine struggling to follow your favorite television show, feeling less confident in conversations, or missing important appointments because of a lapse in memory. That's not the vibrant, engaged senior life we all aspire to, is it? But what if I told you there's real hope? What if you could significantly boost your memory, sharpen your focus, and genuinely enhance your cognitive abilities with simple, enjoyable changes you can start making today, right from your own home? This video is specifically created for you, our wonderful community of seniors across the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia. We understand your concerns and your desire to stay mentally agile and engaged. We're going to cut through the confusing science and offer you practical, easy-to-understand advice, just like a friendly chat. So, if you're ready to discover how you can naturally reclaim your mental edge, feel more confident in your memory, and step confidently into each day with a sharper mind, then settle in. You might be surprised at how simple yet powerful some of these solutions truly are. And yes, we're going to reveal one specific flavor that has shown remarkable potential to boost memory by up to 30% in as little as 14 days. Let's get started on your journey to a more brilliant brain. Tip number 1. Embrace brain-boosting berries. Alright, let's dive into our first powerful tip for boosting your memory and focus. Embrace brain-boosting berries. You might think of fruit as just a healthy snack, but certain berries are veritable powerhouses for your brain, packed with compounds that can help sharpen your mind. Here's why they matter so much. Berries, especially blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries, are incredibly rich in flavonoids, particularly anthocyanins. These are powerful antioxidants that give berries their vibrant colors. Here's the thing. These compounds can cross the blood-brain barrier and accumulate in areas of the brain critical for memory and learning. Once there, they work to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, which are two major culprits in age-related cognitive decline. They also promote better communication between brain cells and stimulate the growth of new brain cells, a process called neurogenesis. Why is this so crucial for us as we get older? Our brains are susceptible to oxidative damage and inflammation over time, which can impair memory and focus. Consistently providing your brain with these protective nutrients from berries helps to counteract this process. So, how can you easily incorporate more brain-boosting berries into your diet? It's deliciously simple. Add a handful of mixed berries, fresh or frozen, to your morning oatmeal, yogurt, or breakfast smoothie. You can snack on them throughout the day, toss them into salads, or even make a simple berry compote to serve with whole grain toast. You'll be surprised how easy this is to add them to your daily routine. Aim for at least a half to 1 cup of mixed berries several times a week. This habit doesn't just help your memory, it supports overall brain health, reduces inflammation throughout your body, and tastes wonderful. You'll be amazed at how much more alert and focused you feel when you consistently nourish your brain with these natural powerhouses. Tip number 2. The power of omega-3s for brain health. Our next crucial tip for a sharper mind focuses on a vital nutrient that acts as a building block for your brain, the power of omega-3 fatty acids. You've probably heard about omega-3s for heart health, but their role in maintaining and boosting cognitive function, especially as we age, is profound. Here's why they are so important for your brain. Your brain is largely made of fat, and a significant portion of that fat is omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. These essential fats are critical for building and repairing brain cell membranes. They facilitate communication between brain cells, which is essential for learning and memory. Omega-3s are also powerful anti-inflammatory agents, helping to reduce chronic inflammation in the brain that can contribute to cognitive decline and conditions like brain fog. As we get older, maintaining the integrity of our brain cells and reducing inflammation becomes even more critical for preserving memory and focus. Think of omega-3s as the high-quality fuel and building material your brain needs to function optimally and stay resilient against the effects of aging. So, how can you easily incorporate more omega-3s into your diet? The best dietary sources are fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout. Aim to consume these fish at least 2 to 3 times a week. You can bake, grill, or pan-fry them for a delicious and brain-boosting meal. For plant-based sources, consider flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. You can sprinkle ground flax seeds or chia seeds into your oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies. A handful of walnuts makes a fantastic brain-healthy snack. If you don't regularly consume these foods, or if you're concerned about your intake, an omega-3 supplement like fish oil or algal oil for vegetarians might be beneficial. It's always a good idea to discuss this with your doctor to determine the right dosage for you. You'll be surprised how much clearer your thinking feels and how much better your memory becomes when you consistently provide your brain with these essential fats, helping you stay mentally sharp for years to come. Tip number 3, the amazing flavor of rosemary. Now for the exciting part and the answer to our video title's promise. Let's talk about an amazing flavor that can genuinely boost your memory and focus: rosemary. You might be thinking, rosemary? The herb I use in cooking? Yes, that very same fragrant herb. Here's the fascinating science behind its brain-boosting power. Rosemary contains compounds, most notably carnosic acid and 1,8-cineol, which have remarkable neuroprotective and cognitive-enhancing properties. Here's the thing. Carnosic acid is a potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agent that can protect brain cells from damage and stimulate pathways that promote brain cell health. And this is where it gets interesting. Studies have shown that simply smelling or consuming rosemary can improve memory and alertness. Some research specifically on 1,8-cineol found in rosemary suggests it can enhance memory performance and cognitive speed by increasing levels of a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine, which is crucial for memory and learning. This is why some studies have hinted at impressive improvements, with some participants showing up to a 30% boost in memory recall for certain tasks in as little as 14 days of consistent exposure. Think of rosemary as a natural stimulant for your brain, sharpening your focus and helping those memory pathways work more efficiently. You'll be surprised how easy this is to incorporate into your daily routine. So, how can you easily use this amazing flavor to boost your memory? The simplest way is to use fresh or dried rosemary in your cooking. Sprinkle it generously on roasted vegetables like potatoes or carrots, add it to chicken or fish dishes, or even infuse it into olive oil for flavorful dressing. You can also make a simple rosemary tea by steeping a few sprigs of fresh rosemary in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Another effective way is to use rosemary essential oil in an aromatherapy diffuser in your home or office, or even put a drop on a cotton ball and inhale the scent when you need a mental boost. The key is consistent exposure to its beneficial compounds. This habit doesn't just add delicious flavor to your meals, it actively nurtures your brain, helping you stay sharper, more focused, and enjoy clearer memory for everyday tasks. Now, before we move on to our next incredibly important tip for a sharper mind, if you're finding this information helpful and you're excited to learn more ways to boost your memory and cognitive function, please take a moment to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people who can benefit from this information. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our future videos packed with practical health tips for seniors. This is part 5 of our mental sharpness series. Check part 1 here. Also, in the comments section below, we'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you'd love to remember more easily? Sharing your thoughts helps us create content that's most relevant and helpful for you. We read your comments and appreciate your engagement. Now, let's get back to more ways you can sharpen your mind. Tip number 4, Stay hydrated for mental clarity. Our fourth crucial tip for a sharper mind and better focus is incredibly fundamental, but often overlooked. Stay hydrated for mental clarity. You might associate hydration primarily with physical health, but its impact on your brain function is profound. Here's why being properly hydrated is essential for your memory and focus. Your brain is made up of about 75 to 80% water. Even mild dehydration can significantly affect its performance. When you're dehydrated, your brain tissue can actually shrink, leading to feelings of fogginess, reduced concentration, headaches, and impaired memory recall. Water is vital for transporting nutrients to your brain, removing waste products, and ensuring efficient communication between brain cells. Think of your brain cells as needing a well-watered garden to flourish. Without enough water, things start to wilt and slow down. As we get older, our sense of thirst can diminish, meaning we might not feel thirsty until we're already somewhat dehydrated. This is why being proactive about your fluid intake is so important. So, how much water should you aim for to keep your brain sharp? While individual needs vary based on activity level and climate, a good general guideline is to aim for at least 6 to 8 glasses of water or other healthy fluids throughout the day. But it doesn't have to be just plain water. Herbal teas, unsweetened, diluted fruit juices in moderation, and water-rich fruits and vegetables like cucumber, watermelon, and oranges all contribute to your daily fluid intake. The key is to sip fluids consistently throughout the day, rather than trying to gulp down a lot all at once. Keep a water bottle handy as a visual reminder. Have a glass of water first thing in the morning and with each meal. If plain water feels a bit bland, try adding slices of lemon, lime, or a few berries for a refreshing twist. You might be surprised at how much more focused, alert, and clear-headed you feel simply by making a conscious effort to stay well hydrated. This habit doesn't just boost your physical well-being, it's a powerful, easy step towards maintaining excellent mental sharpness for years to come. Tip number 5. Challenge your brain with novelty. Our fifth tip for boosting memory and focus is all about keeping your brain active and engaged. Challenge your brain with novelty. You might think that doing a daily crossword puzzle is enough, but here's the surprising fact and myth-busting moment. While puzzles are good, the most effective way to stimulate your brain and build new neural pathways is by learning new things or tackling novel challenges. Here's why this matters so much for your cognitive function. When you learn something new, especially something that requires different cognitive skills, your brain creates new connections between neurons, a process called neuroplasticity. This strengthens your brain's ability to learn, remember, and adapt, making it more resilient against age-related decline. Repetitive tasks, even challenging ones like familiar puzzles, tend to use existing pathways. While they keep those pathways strong, they don't necessarily build new ones in the same way that novelty does. Think of your brain as a muscle. Just like you wouldn't do the same bicep curl every day, you need to vary your mental exercises to give your brain a full workout. So, how can you effectively challenge your brain with novelty? It's about stepping slightly outside your comfort zone. Try learning a new language, even just a few phrases a day. Pick up a new musical instrument. Learn a new craft like knitting, painting, or woodworking. Take a class on a subject you know nothing about, perhaps local history or astronomy. Even simple things like taking a different route to the grocery store, learning a new recipe, or trying to do everyday tasks with your non-dominant hand can stimulate new brain pathways. The key is to find activities that are engaging, slightly challenging, and require active learning. You'll be surprised how much more mentally agile, curious, and focused you feel when you consistently introduce novelty into your routine. This habit doesn't just boost your memory, it keeps your mind vibrant, adaptable, and helps you stay mentally sharp and engaged with the world for years to come. Tip number 6. Prioritize quality sleep. Our sixth tip is absolutely fundamental for a sharp mind, yet it's often overlooked or sacrificed. Prioritize quality sleep. You might think sleep is just about resting your body, but it's during sleep that your brain does its most important work for memory and focus. Here's why sufficient, restful sleep is non-negotiable for cognitive function. While you sleep, your brain is far from inactive. It's busy consolidating memories, moving information from short-term to long-term storage, and clearing out metabolic waste products that accumulate during the day. This brain cleansing process, called the glymphatic system, is crucial for preventing the buildup of harmful proteins that can impair cognitive function. When you consistently don't get enough quality sleep, or your sleep is frequently disrupted, your brain doesn't have the chance to fully perform these vital tasks. This leads to impaired memory consolidation, reduced focus, slowed processing speed, and feelings of brain fog during your waking hours. As we age, our sleep architecture can change. We might wake up more frequently or find it harder to fall into deep, restorative sleep. That's why actively prioritizing good sleep becomes even more important. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. So, how can you improve your sleep for better brain health? Establish a regular sleep schedule by going to bed and waking up around the same time each day, even on weekends. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. This could be taking a warm bath, reading a calming book, not on a screen, listening to soft music, or practicing gentle stretches. Make sure your bedroom is a sleep sanctuary, dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid stimulating activities like watching exciting TV or using electronic devices, phones, tablets, computers, at least an hour before bed, as the blue light can interfere with melatonin production, the hormone that helps you sleep. Limit caffeine and alcohol, especially in the late afternoon and evening, as they can disrupt sleep. If you're consistently struggling with sleep, it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor. They can help identify any underlying issues or sleep disorders. You might be surprised at how much more alert, focused, and capable your mind feels simply by making quality sleep a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. This habit doesn't just sharpen your memory, it boosts your mood, improves your physical health, and enhances your overall quality of life. Tip number 7. The gut-brain connection. Let's move on to our 7th tip, which highlights a fascinating and increasingly understood link to mental sharpness, the gut-brain connection. You might think your gut is only about digestion, but an unhealthy gut can actually impact your brain, affecting your memory, focus, and even your mood. Here's why this connection is so vital for cognitive function. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, collectively known as the gut microbiome. This microbiome produces various compounds, including neurotransmitters like serotonin, which influences mood and sleep, and short-chain fatty acids, which can directly influence brain function and reduce inflammation. There's a direct communication highway between your gut and your brain, called the gut-brain axis. When your gut microbiome is out of balance, for example, if you have too many bad bacteria and not enough good ones, often due to a poor diet, it can lead to chronic inflammation throughout your body, including your brain. This inflammation can impair cognitive function, contributing to brain fog, poor memory, and reduced focus. Think of it like this: a healthy gut helps nourish a healthy brain. So, how can you support a healthy gut for better brain health? Focus on a diet rich in prebiotic and probiotic foods. Prebiotics are fibers that feed your good gut bacteria. Excellent sources include garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, bananas, and whole grains. Probiotics are live beneficial bacteria found in fermented foods. Great sources include plain Greek yogurt, check for live cultures, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and kombucha, check for low sugar content. You'll be surprised how easy this is to incorporate these foods. Swap your usual processed snacks for a banana. Add some fermented vegetables as a side dish. Start your day with probiotic-rich yogurt. Limiting highly processed foods, excessive sugar, and artificial sweeteners, as we discussed in a previous video, will also greatly benefit your gut health. By nourishing your gut with beneficial foods, you're not just improving digestion, you're fostering a healthier environment for your brain, which can translate to sharper memory, better focus, and an improved mood. This habit doesn't just help your gut, it enhances your overall well-being and keeps you feeling mentally vibrant. Tip number 8. Manage stress for sharper focus. Our 8th tip focuses on something that can silently erode your mental sharpness: managing stress for sharper focus. You might think stress just makes you feel anxious, but chronic stress can directly impair your memory and ability to concentrate. Here's why learning to manage stress is crucial for maintaining your cognitive edge. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol. While a little bit of stress and cortisol can help you focus in the short term, prolonged exposure to high levels of cortisol can actually damage brain cells, particularly in the hippocampus, a brain region critical for memory and learning. Chronic stress can also lead to inflammation in the brain, impair connections between brain cells, and deplete neurotransmitters, all of which contribute to brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and impaired memory recall. Think of chronic stress as a constant drain on your brain's resources, leaving it with less energy for complex tasks like remembering and focusing. As we age, our resilience to stress might change, making effective stress management even more vital. So, how can you effectively manage stress to boost your memory and focus? It's about finding healthy coping mechanisms that work for you. Simple practices like mindfulness meditation or even just a few minutes of deep breathing exercises can calm your nervous system. Try finding a quiet spot and focusing on slow, deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling slowly through your mouth. Spending time in nature, a walk in the park, gardening, or simply sitting outdoors can be incredibly restorative for your mind. Engaging in hobbies you love, whether it's reading, painting, listening to music, or knitting, can divert your mind from worries and bring a sense of calm. Physical activity, which we'll discuss next, is also a powerful stress reliever. Don't underestimate the power of laughter either. Watch a funny show, share a joke, or reminisce about happy times. You'll be surprised how much more mentally clear, focused, and capable you feel when you actively work to reduce and manage your stress levels. This habit doesn't just boost your memory, it enhances your mood, improves your overall well-being, and allows you to live a more joyful and fulfilling life. Tip number 9. Physical activity for a healthy brain. Our 9th tip might seem like it belongs in a video about physical health, but its impact on your mental sharpness is undeniable. Physical activity for a healthy brain. You might think exercise is just for your muscles and heart, but it's a powerful tool for boosting memory, focus, and overall cognitive function. Here's why regular physical activity is so vital for your brain as you age. When you exercise, your heart rate increases, which means more blood flows to your brain. This increased blood flow delivers more oxygen and essential nutrients, which your brain cells need to function optimally. Physical activity also stimulates the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, often called Miracle-Grow for the brain. BDNF promotes the growth of new brain cells, helps existing brain cells stay healthy, and strengthens the connections between them, all crucial for learning and memory. Furthermore, exercise helps reduce inflammation and can even lessen the effects of stress on the brain, both of which are key factors in cognitive decline. Here's a surprising fact. You don't need to engage in strenuous workouts to reap significant brain benefits. Even moderate intensity activities make a difference. So, what kind of physical activity should you aim for? Think low impact, enjoyable activities like brisk walking. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity activity most days of the week. This could be a daily stroll around your neighborhood, a walk in the park, or even just getting up and moving around your house regularly. Other fantastic options include swimming, cycling, or dancing. Activities that combine physical movement with cognitive engagement, like dancing or Tai Chi, can be particularly beneficial for brain health. The key is consistency and finding activities you genuinely enjoy, making them easy to stick with. You'll be surprised how much more alert, focused, and mentally agile you feel when you consistently get your body moving. This habit doesn't just help your physical health. It is one of the most powerful strategies to maintain and boost your memory and focus, helping you stay sharp and engaged with life for many years to come. Tip number 10. Regular social engagement. Our 10th and final tip, often underestimated but incredibly powerful for maintaining mental sharpness, is regular social engagement. You might think of socializing as just fun, but it's a vital workout for your brain, especially as you age. Here's why maintaining strong social connections is so crucial for your memory and focus. Social interaction challenges your brain in multiple ways. It requires active listening, processing new information, recalling shared memories, expressing thoughts, and understanding nonverbal cues. All these activities stimulate various parts of your brain, helping to keep those neural pathways active and strong. Conversely, loneliness and social isolation have been linked in numerous studies to an increased risk of cognitive decline and even dementia. When you're isolated, your brain doesn't get the same level of stimulation, and feelings of sadness or depression can also negatively impact cognitive function. Think of social engagement as a natural form of cognitive exercise, a vibrant exchange that keeps your mind flexible and sharp. So, how can you foster regular social engagement to boost your brain health? It's often simpler than you might think. Reach out to friends and family regularly, whether it's a phone call, a video chat, or an in-person visit. Join clubs or groups that align with your interests, a book club, a walking group, a bridge club, or a volunteer organization. Attend community events, lectures, or classes. Volunteer for a cause you care about. Giving back can be incredibly rewarding and connect you with like-minded people. Even casual interactions like chatting with your neighbors, smiling at people you encounter, or engaging with shopkeepers can contribute to your social well-being. The surprising fact is that even small, consistent social interactions can make a significant difference to your mental health. This doesn't just boost your memory and focus, it enriches your life with joy, purpose, and a sense of belonging, helping you stay mentally vibrant and connected to the world around you for years to come. So, there you have it, 10 powerful, actionable steps you can take to sharpen your focus, boost your memory, and genuinely enhance your cognitive abilities after 60. We've covered everything from embracing brain-boosting berries and essential omega-3s to harnessing the amazing power of rosemary, staying hydrated, challenging your brain with novelty, prioritizing quality sleep, nurturing your gut-brain connection, managing stress, engaging in physical activity, and embracing regular social interaction. These habits, when embraced consistently, aren't just about preventing decline. They're about actively nurturing your brain's natural capacity for learning, memory, and resilience, helping you regain the confidence and mental sharpness you deserve. Imagine recalling names with ease, effortlessly following conversations, remembering important details, and feeling consistently alert and engaged with the world. These steps get you there. You deserve to live your senior years with a mind that is as vibrant and active as your spirit. Thank you so much for watching today. We truly hope this information not only felt helpful but empowering. If it did, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more practical health tips for seniors, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on our upcoming content. And don't forget to share what one thing you'd love to remember more easily in the comments below. We love hearing from you and learning how we can best support you. Next week, I'm sharing 3 simple strategies to improve your mobility and prevent falls after 65, so be sure to tune in. Until then, take good care of yourselves and your incredible brains. Remember, small, consistent changes truly lead to big, lasting results. Here's to a sharper, more brilliant you.